Bright QT. Every student matters.
Now, based on Unit 9, we are going to do the discussion of the question answers. Firstly, we are taking very short question answers. The first one they have asked, define social movement. According to M.S.A. Rao, we can define the social movement as a sustained collective mobilization to bring the change in the society, and that can be the whole statement could be learned given by M.S.A. Rao to define this social movement, that through informal or formal structure we can, through formal or informal organization where we can plan to bring the change. Second, what is the reform movement? We need to define it. It can be defined as an attempt to change the condition within the existing social system without changing the fundamental structure of a society. The next one is, what is the tribal movement? If we define tribal movement, we can define it as a social awareness occurring in a tribal community which could include the varieties of issues. It can be the tribal identity, it could be related to the problems of land as well as deprivation. The next one they have asked, what is peasant movement? So if we define the peasant movement, these are the collective actions taken by the peasants to bring about a change in the society, to bring about the change in their conditions. And basically these kind of peasant movement are initiated against the exploitation or these movement can be initiated against exploitation or unjust to their condition. The next one, what is Dalit movement? So we need to define Dalit movement. We can say these are the social movement initiated by the Dalit to free themselves from oppression by the upper caste and to improve their conditions. The next one, what is the women's movement? So we can define that women's movements are the social movement that deals with the issues related to the woman, like the status of a woman in the society, the inequalities prevailing in the society, or different unjust practices, for example, child marriage, sati pratha, dowry, etc. Another one they have asked, what are the issues of women's movement in India? Means what are the different issues being taken up by women's movement in India. So these are violence against movement. These could include violence against women, dowry death, rape and domestic violence. So these are some of the issues which has been taken up in India under the issues of women's movement. The next one, question number 8, if we talk about what are the tribes popularly known as. So we need to define the tribes popularly known as Janjati. It could be called as Vanya Jati or Adim Jati. So these are the different names could be given to these tribal groups. Next, in which year was Jharkhand state formed? So we can mention the Jharkhand state was formed on 15th November 2000 when the protest started for the separate state in Chhattisgarh. We can say it was started on, we can say the Jharkhand state was formed on 15 November 2000. Another one they have asked, which is the oldest and ongoing tribal movement in the country? The oldest and the ongoing tribal movement in the country we talk about is Naga movement. Next, what are the three major agrarian classes according to Daniel Thorner? So we need to mention that how he has defined or classified these agrarian classes in India. So we can say The first one he mentioned Maliks, the owners. The second one he has given Kisans, the cultivators or the peasants, and the third one he has given Mazdoors, which comes as labor. So these are the three classification he has done of these agrarian classes. Another one, what is meant by feminism? Feminism, if we define, it's a complex set of political ideologies used to advance or to promote the cause of women's equality in a society with male dominance. So we can define this term feminism in that way. So hopefully all the short question answers are clear to each and everyone. Now we are moving towards the short answer questions. So now we are going to continue with the short question answers based on unit 9 of class 12 sociology. Here the first question they have asked, what is a social movement? Here we can define that a social movement, we can define that social movement is a collective efforts to bring about the desired changes in our society. And beside that, after giving this introduction line, we can give the definition given by M.S.A. Rao. Clear? The next they have asked, question number 2, list the characteristics of social movements. So here we can mention the different characteristics of social movement. Here we can say that it is a collective mobilization and not only the efforts of individual, means until and unless different individuals are not coming together, it cannot be called as a social movement or it will not be resulted in an effective movement. Then we can mention about the another characteristics of that is the presence of organizational structure and the leadership is one of the another important characteristic or feature of any of the social movement. Next, if we talk about another characteristic could be the presence of ideology or identity. Every social movement, when we are talking about, they must be having some aim. They must be having any specific aim or the others. So that ideology is going to give the particular identity to any of the social movement. So that also can be added as the characteristic or the feature of this social movement. Now, the another characteristic or the feature if we would like to add, we can say that the social movement also have an orientation to bring the social change or to bring the change in the society. So all these characteristics can be mentioned. Next one, how are social movements classified? So we need to give that how these social movements could be categorized or could be classified differently. As we know, the social movements could be classified on different criteria. So here few we have taken. The one by one you can mention the nature of the change intended, that what kind of change you would like to bring. So here the nature could be mentioned. Next, we can talk about the organizational mode and the strategies that we are going to use. So that can be related to those strategies. Another one could be the nature of demand, that what kind of demands we are going to ask through that particular social movement. And after that we can mention the another classification of the social movements can include the group and collectivized groups and collectivities involved in it, means what particular sort of group or the what particular sort of group or community are involved in the particular social movement. Another one, what are the different types of social movements according to M.S.A. Rao? So here specifically they have asked that what were the classification given by the particular sociologist. According to M.S.A. Rao, if we say here, so the first one he mentioned reformist, movement. Another one he mentioned transformatory, and the third one was revolutionary movement. So all the three movements you can mention here. Next they have asked that what are the different types of social movements according to Parth and Mukherjee. So we can classify that these are defined as, the first is social movement, the second he gave revolutionary movement, and the third one was quasi movement. So all these three has been given by Parth and Mukherjee. After that, question number 6, they have asked what are the different types of social movements according to T.K. Oman. So according to T.K. Oman, we have to give the same classification as we have given in the above two or the previous two questions here. So we can mention according to T.K. Oman, the first one is charismatic, the second is ideological, we can mention here. The first one charismatic, then ideological can be there, and the next is organizational. So these three types has been given by T.K. Oman. Another one, what is the next question they have asked that what is a reform movement? Give one example. So firstly we need to define the meaning of reform movement, and after that we have to give one example for that. So here how we can define this reform movement? We can say that reform movements attempts to change the existing conditions within the social system. Here if we talk about, we can modify it as a reform movement attempts to change the condition within an existing social system without changing the fundamental structure of the society. Means when they want to bring the change within the society without changing the basics of that particular society. One of the example of this reform movement they have asked, we can give the Bhakti movement is the good example that was started in medieval India, where they insisted on love to God as one of the most important thing in the religion. And in this movement, when this reform movement was started, and this especially the Bhakti movement was started, the main point was to protest against ritualism and the caste system that was prevailing in the society at that time. So all these were the short question answers, and here little bit briefing you have to give, little bit explanation you have to give according to the marks. Next we are moving to essay type questions, which are the detailed one. Detailed question answers you have to, detailed answer you have to write here. The first one they have asked, what is a social movement? Here you have to highlight the characteristics of social movement. So this time whenever you are giving the different, firstly we will define the meaning of this social movement as we have already discussed. Then whatever the characteristics we are giving here, firstly try to give the heading to that, and after that the explanation will be done. Clear? Like if we are asking that what is social movement, so it can be defined as the collective efforts to bring about the desired social change in the society. Here we can say that according to, then we can give the definition of MSN, we can give the definition of M.S.A. Rao, definition given by M.S.A. Rao, where he defined the social movement, where he mentioned that it is a collective mobilization which can be brought through formal or informal organization. Clear? And different characteristics, if we talk about, you need to give the heading. Like first one we can mention a social movement is a, so you can give the heading collective mobilization. Is it it is going to be the first one. The second characteristic you can give organizational structure and leadership. Organizational structure and leadership can be the second characteristic of this social movement. The third one you can mention ideology and identity. Both are also these characteristics of any of the social movements. So after giving these headings, you need to elaborate it, you need to explain it. Then the fourth characteristic we can mention orientation towards social change. Orientation towards social change, and then we need to explain it. So that is going to be the complete answer, the detailed answer for the first one. Second one, we asked mention two features of social movement. So any two feature of social movement we have to mention here, that we have already discussed here, whether it is the characteristics or the feature, both are going to be the same. Any two you can mention here. Discuss briefly the issues of tribal movements in India, and after that we have to discuss any two issues related to tribal movements in India. So this question number 2 has two parts. Clearly you need to understand, and after giving the answer of the first part, you need to explain the part 2. So here if we talk about the two feature of social movement, so what it aims at, we have to mention that any of the social movement aims at bringing the change in the society. Secondly, we can say that sometimes it leads to the creation of an entirely new social, economic or the political order as well. Now, if we talk about the issues related to tribal movement in India, so firstly we are going to mention the two important tribal movement. Any of the two tribal movement we can mention, like the Santhal uprising and the another one Birsa Munda movement. Birsa Munda movement also you can mention here. So these two can be mentioned, and after that we will mention that what were the main purpose why these movement were started. We can mention that firstly in one, it was the case of exploitation by Britishers against the land revenue system initiated by colonial ruler. The another problem we can say that exploitation of the economic rights of these tribal groups. So these were the issues which were taken up by or which were taken up under these tribal movements in India. Question number 3, they have asked define social movement according to M.S.A. Rao. So specifically they have given the name of this particular sociologist. So only the definition given by M.S.A. Rao you have to mention here. And then they have given explain, they have asked explain any 3 types of social movements. So here if we talk about explain any 3 types of social movement, after giving the definition by M.S.A. Rao, we are going to mention the name of the different social movement. So first one we can say reform movement, where we'll explain the points related to that what is reform movement and what were the different reform movement started or initiated in India. The examples also we are going to give after definition. Then second we can mention about the peasant movement. Here also we'll explain who are peasants and how the different movements are related to these peasants. How the different movements are related to these peasants, and the examples will be given along with that. The third one you can take the tribal movement and need to explain with the help of example. So these are going to be the different types of social movements. Next, we are going to continue with high order thinking skills and problem solving assessment. The question number 1, they have asked discuss the prominent movement in your society. So we need to mention about the prominent such kind of social movement that we have seen in our society. Are they accelerating positive growth or deaccelerating growth in your society? And after mentioning about that particular movement, what you have to mention that whether that particular movement led to the positive growth in our society, or it led to some negative changes in the society. Clear? So here we can mention in our society positive growth are accelerating. The reason we can mention means you can present your answer from both the viewpoint. It's up to you that how you are going to, because it's a high order thinking skills based on your thinking, that how you are going to present this answer. If you are mentioning that yes, in our society basically these are the movement which are accelerating the positive growth in our society, so you have to mention the reason for that. You can say that yes, because people minds are engaging in pure creative thinking which comes up with the new thoughts and the ideas, and when the new innovative ideas are coming out and when the interaction is taking place, so that is leading to the positive growth or the positive development in our society. And if you are mentioning about decelerating, negative growth you are talking about, so you have to mention the points related to that. The another question if we talk about, they have asked, deliberate on the changing trends of religious movements in India. We need to give the explanation on this changing trend, that what are the reason and what are the outcomes of this changing trend of religious movements in our society. Firstly, we can give the intro that here if we talk about the impact of British rule, we can talk about impact of, we can say the impact of British rule in India led to different social and religious reforms in our country. And if we talk about these religious reform movements in the modern time, it can be regarded as the center figure of India's awakening and spreading the knowledge related to science and technology. Here also we can mention that propagating intercaste marriage and promoting liberty among the different religious group and asking for the freedom from the tyranny of priest and other denounced spoke against these religious intolerance. So all these are the outcomes of changing trends of religious movements in our country, in our society. So these few examples can be given that how due to these changing trend the people are able to speak up, the people are able to protest or resist what they don't like in their particular religious community. They are able to stand against the unjust practice which are prevailing in their particular community. So these were the question answers based on unit 9 of class 12 sociology that we have discussed all the answers in detail.